Well, good morning, everyone. It's the days in Britain here are getting darker and wetter. We're glad for this in the south of England, and winter's drawing in, and something in me quite enjoys that sense of coming back home and spending more time in a resting mode rather than an overactive, full sun mode. And so today we're going to be focusing on coming home to our bodies. I don't know about you, but I was kind of brought up to use my body as an instrument, or you take your body for a walk. It's used in a mechanical way to do what it has to do. And it's only really in recent years that I've come to deeply begin to honor my body and what it has to say to me without pushing away and making it do things that it really isn't very, it's telling me, please don't do that. And we all have these sayings, but it's that sense of keep up and you'll be kept up can be helpful. But for me, actually, it created in yoga a big sense of competition, of you have to keep up, push yourself through. And it also did damage to me. So let's enjoy this session. We're going to be focusing deeply on the breath, on relaxing our bodies, our nervous systems, and facing these really challenging times we're living in of polarity, and holding a space where we can be fully present, both for ourselves and those we meet. It's interesting how I put my hand here and those we meet. And so this is how we're going to do this class. So we're going to go straight in. We're coming into a comfortable seated position. Your back as straight as you can, but just make sure, spend time adjusting whatever you have to make it your body comfortable. You can either be on a chair or sitting, but see if you can align your spine. All yoga moves are coming up and down from the central point. And this is where the nervous system is. And when it's out of order, it will go shooting up and down and put our body under enormous distress. Spending a moment adjusting, getting comfortable in your own body. Now feeling into your breath with your shoulders down, your back strong, strong back, soft front, softening the front. Noticing your breath coming in and then out. Just imagine that there's a part of you that's very small, a bit frightened, a baby that's lying on your belly. And as you breathe in, so that part of you feels your belly. And as you breathe out, it has this rhythm of comfort, of being held by your breath. You may even want to put your hand on your belly to represent the parts of us that can become quite traumatized and frightened. Just imagining it lying there with a strong back, the soft front, the fearless part of you that embraces what is, being here now. Which is exactly what a baby does. It is here now, wanting to experience feeling safe. trusting the breath that's holding you. Whether it was our first or our last breath, to trust this breath being here. Now bringing our hands into prayer mudra, gently closing the eyes, feeling that comfort of that breath, breathing in more deeply. We connect now to the sound current of that which is bigger, that holds us in the universe. Let's breathe in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Breathe in, staying with the breath, but yet connecting to that which is so much bigger, the one, the I am that we're part of. Just as the baby connects to the I am of the mother, so we connect to our mothership, which is love, presence, that all is being held. Now we're going to bring our attention to that mind of ours, which is so often goes to the past or the future. We mull, we desperately try and process stuff in our heads. But bringing all of that, just being aware of that, just bringing it down. The whole session will be bringing it down from the thinking head into the body and honoring how our body works for us. So we're going to start with a form of Sitali breath. It's not fully, so it's breathing in through the nose. It's misting, I call it misting the window breath. Breathing in deep through the nose, and then you're going to breathe out through the mouth, as if you're misting up a window or misting up your glasses to clean them. Long breath in and an even longer breath out, softening the shoulders. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Misting and fogging. Imagine you are putting a fog on the brain, the thinking mind. Breathing in infinity, and you're breathing out over the brain just to soften it and fog it up, to give our bodies a chance. Relaxing down, eyes gently closed. Softening down into your body with that strong back holding you, and all those wise people who've gone before holding us from behind. And breathing out that wisdom forward. Being here now. This is enough to be here now. Let the world, just for now, worry about itself. Being present to that breath, that misting window breath. Notice where there's tension in your body. Adjust your body to be really comfortable. We're going to continue this for the rest of the whole of this session with what we call a Jaya breath, which is long, deep breathing through both nostrils. So we're going to begin with breathing in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Notice how your belly expands on the in-breath, deflates on the out, releasing the tension. Breathing in through the nostrils. We breathe in both the tension of the world, the environment, our life, the world, but also the balance of the intake. And then we breathe it back out. Now turning your head to the left, continue that breath. We're going to do 5 breaths to the left. Stay in your body, feel it in your neck, and your brain is being activated. Sometimes the most powerful things are the simplest. Last breath on the left and out. Now move slowly to the right and continue that Ujjayi breath. Stay in your body. Notice the sensations, the pains, the tensions in the neck. And notice the shoulders if they tense. Long, deep breaths. Make this the last. Now bring your head to the center and drop your chin to your chest and continue. Stay present with any tension in the back of your neck, along your shoulders. Begin to attune yourself to your own body and its wisdom, its needs. Feeling that chin pressed down, we're activating the thyroid. A meditation on your body and the miracle of living within this organism, this temple, a sacred temple. Last breath. Bringing your head back, not the center. Adjust your body if you need to. And we're doing some shoulder rolls, keeping that long Ujjayi breath. Breathing into the up and releasing as you go backwards with both shoulders. Enjoy the sensations of your body beginning to calm with this breath. Feeling your belly expand and then contract, dancing with your shoulders. Feeling the tension in your shoulders begin to dissolve through the breath. Keep going with this. Observe yourself. Kundalini Yoga is a very good practice because we repeat an exercise until we can deeply observe it and observe how our body is responding. It becomes a meditation, a moving meditation. Changing directions. Feeling the release, the tension, and then the release, the expansion as you release, and the contraction as you come up. It's the pulse of the world, of our lives. It's this constant pulse of contracting and expanding. It's the universe is doing this. It's doing more of the expanding. Listening to the wisdom that you've always known deep within. Before we began to tense up with the blows that the river of life has given us. Surrendering to that which is. Lifting your shoulders up now on the in-breath, feeling the tension, tightening everything, and release it down. Keeping with your Jaya breath long and deep. And put our right hand over our left knee and our left hand behind us, looking behind, feeling the stretch, surrendering to it, noticing the muscles that are working, the tendons, the nerves. Long Ujjayi breath. Hormones that are being transmitted from the brain. Dropping your shoulders. Noticing, unnumbing ourselves from getting used to living with pain. We begin to notice it and welcome it, rather than ignoring it, numbing it, dissociating from it. It has a wisdom and an intelligence. Last breath. Slowly move now to the other knee. Continuing with your Jaya breath, looking over your shoulder. Your eyes are being pulled with tension in the neck and in the upper body. Notice it. Notice your hand on your knee. Become aware and alert to all the needs in your body. And the miracle of how our body works so hard to adjust itself. Sometimes we push it too hard. Keeping the tenderness just on that belly as it comes in and out, that baby that's needy or feeling a bit hurt. Letting it feel the gentle rhythm of your belly coming in and out. And release. Then just roll the shoulders, maybe the arms. Do what you need just to release the tension. Sometimes it's really good to give yourself a hug, sensing I'm here for you. And you're here for me. Let us work together rather than in a military way of forcing. All right, so we're now going to go into a cat and cow. Keeping that lower Jaya breath. And just shoulders width apart, knees hip width apart. Feeling the stability of that position, dropping down into cow. In breath, long and deep. And on the out breath, coming down into an angry cat. Stay with a long breath. Continue. Slowing down that breath. Eyes looking up in the head towards the ajna point. The meditation is on your body, on all the places that you can feel and sense, whether they're in pain or relaxed. Notice them. Feel the tension and cowl in your head pushed up and back. Last one. Now coming down into child pose, your knees apart and your hands in front. You can also, instead of child pose, go into downward dog or triangle. If you're a child, you may want to adjust yourself so that your body is not under strain as it folds down. If you're in triangle, make sure your shoulders are down and rolled back. The weight is on the heels of your feet and the heels of your hands. Your back is straight, your legs are straight. And your head is just soft. See if you can feel your nervous system working, whether you're in child pose with your head on the floor or in triangles. Feel into your nervous system. You might feel a slight shake in it, pull in it, and calm it with the breath. Calm that child on your belly with the breath. Now coming out of that, we're going to slowly come up to our feet. Standing with our feet firmly planted, just a hip width apart. I call this a sort of sailor pose. Folding your arms and dropping down slowly, bit by bit, letting yourself hang. Feel it bit in your lower back. Let gravity pull you, and as you release and relax with the long Ujjayi breath, you'll be able to just drop down millimeter by millimeter. Don't force it. Feel the gravity. Sense that being pulled towards the earth. And how that weight, that you might not have noticed it before. Now begin to sway from side to side, using that long breath in one side and out the other. Notice as you release and relax, so your body will allow you to have a bit more movement. And slowly now bending your knees, coming back up to standing. Adjust your back because that's been putting a bit of strain on this lower back. And stand in mountain pose with our hands facing forward. Long breaths. Notice your hands now. Pay attention to what's happening in your hands. We very easily dissociate parts of our bodies because we can't focus on all parts at all times. You're going to bend over to the left, or doesn't matter, or the right, and continue that long breath. Dropping the shoulders, feeling the gravity pulling you down to the one side. Feeling your feet now. How you're leaning on more on one foot than the other. And how your body is finding its balance. Long, deep breaths. Now moving slowly to the other side. And continuing those long, deep breaths. Notice how your hip is feeling now. Go to the pelvis. How your pelvis is being supported by the foot beneath the foot that's holding the weight. Go to your shoulders, release them. How quickly and easily tension can arise, and we over support our body rather than going with the flow of what it needs. Now, bringing your hands above your head, fingers clasped, a bit like we do with our pointy finger pointing up. And we're going to do a bit of a bigger stretch now, again to the left or the right, it doesn't matter. Now you might feel a bit more discomfort here. Just see if you can find a sweet spot where you can feel the edge of your own discomfort and stay with it. I can feel it in my left buttock. I can feel it in my arm, the stretching. Just notice where you're feeling that stretch. Breathing long and deep into it. And to the other side. And now coming back to the center. And you're going to drop down again. Soft knees. And see how far now you can drop down. Just let the body hang. Letting the head just beneath the heart. Keeping going with the breath. Staying in the body. Bending your knees again, coming up. And to have our hands again in that Satkriya position. And we're doing kind of a variation of sun salutation. So we're going to be bending, staying up on the in-breath. And we're bending down to the floor on the out-breath. Do as slowly as you can to elongate your body and your breath. Stretch as much as you can towards onto the back, but don't overstretch. Coming down with your arms, making nice circles. See how it works for you to hold your energy, hold your space, hold that bubble around you, that boundary of your own body and spirit, mind and being. holding space for yourself. Now we're going to come into what warrior, I think it's warrior 2, but I'm not sure. So we're going to bend one knee. So it's a bit like going into archer, which is we do more in Kundalini, but bending one knee, leaning over it. The other one is an angle. The foot is bending over, and your arms are going to be, instead of an archer, which is like this, they're going to be straight out. Your hand is looking out through the hand that you're holding forward, bending your knee, long, deep Ujjayi breath. Feeling the stretch, the strength, and staying now with your hips, your pelvis, as to how that is also supporting you with your open heart. So you're going from the 2nd to the 4th chakra. First breath and change directions. In your body and your breath. And slowly come out and come lying down on your back to release the nervous system. Flat on the floor, or if you prefer, just sitting relaxed on a chair. Keeping that long Ujjayi breath going. Feeling where every point of your body is touching to the earth. And on each out breath, just imagining your own death, lying still back to the earth. And on every in-breath, that new life that comes in. Every 40 days, every cell in our body is changed and replaced. Staying with the breath. Body relax, and as you focus on the breath, notice how your mind is not doing so much jiggery-pokery. Just staying with your body and your breath. Coming up slowly. You can sit on your knees. possible, but if you can't, we're going to go into lion. So knees are going to be wide apart. I've got my bum on a pretty high cushion. My hands are going to be in front. Find a position that can work for you. I'm going to change the breath now. We're going to breathe in, still through the nose. Our tongue is going to be out. In through the nose. And then we're going to make a slight growly sound as we breathe out. Feeling the vibration like a drum deep within you. As you breathe out this time, move your whole face like it's moving. When we get anxious and depressed, and if you notice, our facial muscles can start to freeze. We're going to move this, doing facial yoga with our breath. Staying with the lion's breath. To move your body around. Bringing your tongue back in, notice the quality, maybe bitterness, might be a slight ache on your tongue. Just honoring this experience of being fully present to your body, releasing the anxiety that gets stored up. Now coming to sitting with your legs straight out. And reaching down wherever you can reach to. Keeping your back as straight as you can with your shoulders dropped. Your chin dropped to your chest. Long, deep Ujjayi breath. Feel gravity pulling you down. No strain, just allow gravity to do its work. Slowly out of that position to the last exercise, which is to release our body lying on the floor. And you can do either windscreen wipers, keeping both shoulders on the ground, arms outstretched, stretching your legs to one side and your head to the other. If you want a stronger stretch, do cat stretch, which is one leg out and the other open. Stay for 2 breaths on each side. Come back to center and slowly rock yourself back up into sitting, releasing the whole of the backbone. Ourselves, the great Sat Nam, both the personal Sat Nam that we, our thumbprint is unique, original, miraculous, but also we have a thumbprint where we are one and we belong, connecting back to the we cannot exist without one another and without the whole of nature. So this set, in a way, is a whole meditation to itself. For those of us that find sitting very quietly in meditation quite difficult, you can repeat this set, using it as a meditation, which I find quite helpful. So let's bring our hands into prayer mudra, and we'll close with 3 long satnams. Breathe in to begin. Sa. No.